everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Squad Sunday. And this is the lift. It's by Raquel Bowman, and it's a design team project for the Hip Kit Club. And it's absolutely gorgeous, and I love the pretty colors. I like the stripes above and below. I like the kind of background paper, the doily, all of the colors. So I'm going to do mine monochromatic because that's part of the challenge for week 7 of the Mind the Scrap Summer Scrap Challenge. And so you can see all my yellow things that I've assembled here. I have a confession to make at the beginning of this video. I had not anticipated a special alarm that I had set on my phone. And I just, I don't have another alarm until 6. I have plenty of time to film this. And the alarm went off and it stopped everything. So I'm going to just run you through what I've used and what I've done so far, and then we'll go from there. The title that I'm using is Best Buddies, and I've pulled the yellow letters from this Pink Fresh Let's Stay Home alpha set that came in the September Mind the Scrap kit. And the Buddies part is a Cocoa Vanilla Studios piece that came out of a set of embellishments from a previous Mind the Scrap kit. The yellow pattern paper is Fresh Market Freshly Squeezed by Bella Boulevard. And all of the stamps are Vicky Boutin. They're from, I think, 4 different collections. The banners pieces are these resist pieces that I sprayed with Dilution's Lemon Zest ink spray, and they're amazing. These came in the September kit as well. They're all different shapes, and there's a resist part that will stay white, and then the cardstock part will suck in the color. And so I've got these two things. I've got 2 different patterns there because I stuck the pieces. Those are meant to be tags, and I just stuck the tag part under the photo. Okay, so this is what I have done already. I cut this black and white, I distressed the edges, cut out a little piece, and I layered in some washi tape that is a 2-tone yellow wood grain. It's a lighter yellow and a darker, more orangey yellow, trying to get in at least 3 shades to meet the requirements of the challenge. And I had 2 6x6 pieces of this Bella Boulevard paper. I had cut it for something else, and I layered them together to make this probably closer to 8 or 9 inches across by 6. And then I layered on this doily, and then I put the photo smack in the middle of the doily, and I layered these banner pieces underneath. I'm beginning now to, or was beginning then, as the video cut out, to sort of layer in some of the flower pieces. And I stamped some on the pattern paper, this Fresh Market Squeezed Lemon pattern paper, and I did some on yellow vellum. So I kind of want to use the vellum pieces first, so that if you can see where the adhesive is, I might be able to layer something else on it to fix that. Let me maybe see if this guy can go here. I'm gonna just kind of put that right there. It's on foam, so it will come up. That's a little bit larger piece than I thought I might want to use down here, but I kind of maybe want to make that a little bit of a feature. So I like this Some Kind of Wonderful. I'm going to really put very little liquid glue and kind of in well, maybe that I'll just let that be all of it. I did it on the back of what would be a letter, and I let the W overlap the white in that stripe, and then I will put some sequins or jewels or something there. So we'll kind of fill this out as a cluster. And I think that balances that the title is right here. And let me get something to go up above that title. I've got this, which is a lightly stamped piece of vellum there, and I can do that. I'll tuck it under here, and then I can layer other things on top of that. Like, I've got this smaller butterfly, which the bottom parts of the butterfly wings didn't come out very well there, but I don't think, it almost looks like it's part of the pattern, and that's my story, and I'm going to stick with it. So I'm just going to kind of put that there over this flower, and maybe I will find something. Let's just start doing something over here. I want this big flower maybe to go there. Is that? I don't really want it overlapping the photo that much, but I've got this one overlapping, so that one could work as an overlapped flower. And let's see, that might be the best. As you can tell, I don't let I kind of take the basic premise, which is photo in the middle, doily around, paper behind that, banners there, and then a bunch of embellishments. I'm not really following any particular design that was originally used, because I don't have the same, or am not using the same types of embellishments. So that goes there. I think I'm going to maybe layer that one out here, and I'm just going to put some adhesive on this one leaf to hold it down in place, and the rest of these are movable and I can layer things under them. For example, I could take this very lightly and not very clearly stamped flower. I explained in the first part of the video that I used Stays On ink, which I love, but my pad, I hadn't used it in a while. My pad was not as juicy as it should have been. So when I used my Misty, it pulled up the paper and it kind of moved some things around. And when I went back, there was some over stamping that wasn't great, and just a lot that I would have wanted to change. And I thought, well, I can probably use most of it anyway. And so I am just figuring that it can all, I can layer those. See, I'm taking the ones that aren't so great and layering them under the doily, and here under the title for this black leaf, I've got this little black flower, which I think could go maybe right beside there, and then I'll look for something else. I kind of like the way it's shaping up. I like this leaf sprig, but I don't want it coming out over the title there, so I'll have to find something. Oh, a small flower that I can put on some foam. This is one of the smallest flower stamps in any of the lines. I think this one was from Color Kaleidoscope. The Storyteller cabbage rose with the different texty prints and so forth in the layers that come together for flowers, just genius, just absolute genius. Okay, I'm going to do that there. And this, I'm just going to make sure that stays in under there. Okay, so I have this, which can go over another. Should I do this one? Do I want to do it up here near the other one that's like it? And I'm debating that. I think I will instead use this one and kind of do that, and then I can have my leaf going up, my leaf sprig, and I have to be sure that I'm leaving. Okay, and that can go there and even kind of overlap that, and I'm good with that. Now, is there any way I could use even a part of this over here? And I don't think so. So that gets saved for another day. I have a leaf here. Could kind of go up there. And I've got a couple other bits. I'll have to tell you that it's been kind of a struggle to do all this monochromatic stuff. That was definitely a challenge. So Team 6 that set that challenge kind of, I think, threw many of us a little bit for a loop. I'll cut that off because I don't really want that much sticking out. Kind of threw us for a loop there, and I have to say, though, after doing them, I kind of like the layouts I've done. Okay, I'm gonna say that's it for my larger embellishments. I wonder if I can have a piece of that coming out of there. I'm going to take this darker piece and try to overlap this. Okay, that's fine. I hate cutting that, but I have the stamp, so I can create many more of those. I got the Storyteller collection in after this challenge had started, and I haven't been able to use much of it if I wanted the points for my team. So, because the colors are mixed up, there's not a lot of monochromatic elements in it. Okay, let me start pulling yellow small bits. I'm going to do that right there, this here, and let me do another cluster maybe right here on this guy. Okay, And now I'm going to take a yellow enamel dot that's a very different color of yellow. I'm going to take this. This is not sticky anymore. I'll do this little heart here. It's kind of a honey yellow. And I will take a pearl. From this collection. I don't know if the sticky stuff stayed on that. Let me put some glue down and see if I can get it in place. That's always an issue. Let's see if I can make sure that's on camera. Because of course I'd hate to be struggling and for you not to be able to see it and make fun of me. So let's go here with a much smaller pearl. And I have a tool that I should be using for this. These are kind of held together by a string of adhesive rather than, okay, there. And let's see, I'm going to go with a bigger pearl. One of these larger ones here. Okay, that's not happening. So my solution for that is to cut around it, and let's see if that's the adhesive stayed with it. Okay, so each of my clusters has a different composition of small elements. And now I'm going to add my sequins. And when I get to the point of adding sequins, I always ask myself, do I want them in a straight line or do I want them scattered? And because I usually do these dots kind of scattered, and then here, the only ones that are absolutely yellow here are these pale yellow ones. I may do a line of 3 here and 3 up there. So the answer is I'm going to do them in a line. And I'm seeing that I need a wider variety of yellow sequins. I think I got, I don't think I got, I know I got a beautiful yellow mix in the August pre-order mix from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And I didn't pull from the storage area that has the mixes. I pulled from my I'm just going to kind of shake things up, and I'll do 4 here. Well, no, not until I get these on there. This adds another kind of a pale yellow look. So I've got the pale yellow, and I've got the bright stop sign yellow, and I've got the honey yellow, and the lemon yellow, and the yellow of the vellum is a little different from the yellow in that pattern paper. So hopefully I've got at least 3 shades. And some of these sequins, which were cheap kind of what I call bucket sequins. Some of these have like a pimple or a nipple or something on the back, and they pivot instead of sticking. So I'm gonna pull that one off and see if I can get a flat backed one out and get it back in that same place before the glue dries. Oh, and there's should have done it with tweezers. I have a tiny little pink heart that's, the glue dried. Sorry about this, guys. Now, my next question is, do I use any Nuvo drops? I'm not going to do any journaling during filming. I probably will stick a tag with some journaling back behind here. There's no adhesive right there so that I can do that. I just am not prepared to do that at the moment. So let's do some Nuvo drops. Where would I do Nuvo? Just maybe kind of around in areas around the photo that I don't have sequins or enamel dots. So there's one. I can do one right here, and that's a light yellow on that brighter yellow stripe. I can do one right here on the doily, and maybe one right here on this center of that little doily. I think that's enough. Actually right here on that piece of the doily, kind of in the center of where those two flowers intersect. Okay, I think I've yellowed it up enough. I'm gonna call it quits. I had thought of doing some yellow spray ink sprinkles, and let me do a few right there and a few right there. Nothing big, but just a little extra detail. So this is the original, and this is mine, and it looks like a bumblebee, and I guess that's okay. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll bring it up a little closer so you can see some of the dimension, and you can see those little sprinkles and there. So thank you for watching, and again, thank you to Scrap Squad for their wonderful inspiration every week, and for naming me Scrap Squad Star last week. I have no idea how long my reign is going to be, but they certainly made my weekend, and my week ever since, because I've been bragging about it. So Scrap Squad Star here, signing out. Thank you for watching. Bye.